Do you ever remember the boring assignments back in school? Well, in this project, we make creative, engaging alternatives. Today's assignment: design the concept of a fake app and present it to the class. It should serve some kind of interesting purpose in society. All right, let's see it. Notice that you are very close to your microphone in some of these recordings, Brian.
Max, you can turn down his volume.
I just did.
Yeah, you can turn just his
down. But it's like this, if you know what I mean. Like, it's a lot of this.
You sound exactly the same.
It's like this. Like, you know how like you're extremely close to the mic, you know,
where you're talking like this and.
Well, it's.
I don't get that.
Okay, whatever. It's like the ear rape. It can be. Anyway, I don't mean to beat him up. But I just noticed that.
He's a little annoying.
I just noticed that coming from you on sometimes. But does Austin want to go, or do I want to go?
All right, rock, paper, scissors. Max, are you ready?
All right, ready? Rock, paper, scissors, rock.
And scissors. Okay, Max goes first.
Okay, I'll go first. I don't know how we're gonna do the shoot.
I also think you should leave that part in.
Can everybody see what I have?
Yes.
ProcrastinAID.
Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be supplementing. Today we are going to be presenting my new app, and I like to call it ProcrastinAID. We'll go over what that means. I think you're going to like it. So here at Maxium Technologies, we brought you the Chronovault. We brought you the Maxium, and today we're bringing you a new application on our devices. So how do you stop procrastinating? Come and get me, I could take you. It goes from reactive to reactive. So we've taken all of the social science on the art of procrastination and goals and motivation and bad habits and bad addictions and put them into this tool in order to help you be the best person that you can be. So this is just a continual visual of the idea that I'm going to get. So what is ProcrastinAID? Well, it's a perfect app for those who want and need an improvement counselor in their life as effectively and involved as possible. It syncs all applications to track progress in all areas of life, hosted by these two chatbots. This is Aiden and Asia in generative video form. So those guys are like basically talking to you in generative video form. It has constant tracking as close as possible to keep user accountable in a back and forth communication style, and it has a hyper level of customization according to one's own lifestyle, needs, and goals. So we'll go over what that kind of means. Yeah, there's a lot of motivations that we're going to go over, and it's trained to be as effective as possible. The good, bad, and the ugly. Okay, so what is ProcrastinAID services? This is basically like a good visual of like a lot of the things that we currently have in the real world and kind of puts it all into this app. So it's a combination of like ChatGPT. This is a calorie tracker here. This is allowing access to everything. This is like a budget tracker, financial audit if you've ever seen that show. Dave Ramsey, Stop Being Stupid. Duolingo Owl, how he'll constantly berate you on keeping your streak alive. Chatbot again. Alarmy, you know how Alarmy, Dylan, you introduced me to that, will make you do tasks in order to get it to shut up. And Google Calendar. So that's just a handful of things that it'll combine a lot of services of. It's compatible between all of our devices, Apple and Android and Watermelon Uphone and the Watermelon computer and Linux and Macintosh and Windows.
Thank goodness there's Linux.
Thank God there's Linux, yes. And then all other like basically remote connectable devices here. It is compatible between all of the following. So if you log on one, it'll be completely loggable between like your smart TV. It'll all be synced. It is free and there is no ads. So
could I put this on my smart fridge?
Yes, it could on the smart fridge that we get from Make a Sandwich. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, actually, it depends on the brand. We're actually working on making sure that can be installable. But the more devices, the better that will grow, and more user capability we'll give it to, and the more effective it'll be too. So like if you leave your phone in the other room and it connects to the smart fridge where you are. I was going to say the fart smidge. It'll connect to there too and be able to inform you on how you're doing. So we have to go over terms of service. So I've actually made it all here. So it is all here. It is all included in here. So you can't actually zoom into here and see all the text. But for the sake of it, I'm just going to assume that since you've all seen it, you've read it. So we're just going to put a check on there and then we can move forward with everything that ProcrastinAID will involve ourselves in. All right. So as you get into the app and get everything set up, you need to allow access to everything. Okay. So we're talking Chase Bank. We're talking your Canvas. That's where you have your assignments and stuff. Cellular data, Instagram, microphone, camera, most importantly, photos, contacts, location, and more than while using. Like it's more like while always, because you know if you close out of the app, then they probably won't like that. Pretty much asks for every functions. This is in order, of course, like I stated before, to allow us to have your life goals, visions, dreams, habits, addictions, etc., to all be within your vision and purview. Partnered with pretty much all these companies to make sure that all information is done in a secure manner. The less access you give us, the less we can use to help you to see how you're sticking to your life. So this is like the basic laydown of the the app. So this is Aiden and Aisha here. You can basically have this like clear chat function where they like introduce themselves. Welcome to Procrastinate. I'm Ansley. Our job is to keep track of your life so that it aligns with your vision. This is going to mean that the good, bad, and ugly from your personal habits, goals, and experiences, I've already said this, is you like hit over the hamburger icon. This is a lot of the breakdown of what we have. So you have your calendar, budget, school tasks, work tasks, nutrition, fitness, sleep tracker, screen use, home chores, habits, addiction tracker, relationship center, and a motivation station where you have ghost you minigames and excuse court. So we'll go over that in a little bit. This is an example of what each section looks like. We're not going to go through each individual tab here because it's extremely highly customizable. And Aiden and Aisha will help you work through that. They're usually always like in kind of like video form, at least in some form of whenever you're in the app. So basically you kind of will lay out, will be shown in the next slide, which is the establishment session, the sit down establishment section. So this is where you'll kind of like customize each section of your life for which how you want to have your specific goals met. So it's like, I want to be able to burn 400 calories per workout. I want to be able to sleep 8 hours, target heart rate, that's actually is really low. Steps 14 minutes, that kind of thing. So they'll like sit down in the virtual session and tell everything about all areas of life, make sure we have access to the apps and make sure that they have the goals set and you are the ones who specifies everything. We'll kind of like banter back and forth of like what's realistic, what's too hard, etc. And then afterwards, as soon as we set like deadlines, timelines, everything and goals, we are a go. Yeah, so afterwards we are a go. We'll have a trial period to monitor your behavior. We'll be your motivators the whole step of the way, analyzing triggers for trends for bad behavior, noticing what works and what doesn't work, and then being very straightforward and honest. So this is like the breakdown session. So all right, we're going to be looking at no more than spending $400 a week on groceries. And what happens if you go over? Will you split that in next month? And then I say, well, that's not including dates or eating out with friends or coffee. Arbitrary rule, but whatever. We'll have to figure out a way to track that. And by the way, we're not including that. So they kind of also set the standards and the goals too. They also keep you accountable. So whenever, well, I already said that. It's not hazing because whenever you go into the chat randomly, you will catch them doing their own productive thing in their own virtual world. We just hope that us, the user, are as productive as they are in their day-to-day life with everything that they want to get done. Aiden is congratulating you. Aisha is like giving you a little passive aggressiveness. But we're also quite effective motivators. They will ask for periodic updates on everything going on in your life if you need to be able to provide that information, sometimes asking to provide some kind of file or photo for evidence of what's going on. Since you allowed us to have access to your Instagram, we can and will post when you fail something. Of course, in the middle of the night when you won't see the post for many hours in order to have time to delete it. The more severe, the more embarrassing text will write out. So stick to your goals for God's sakes. So this is whenever you said that they realized that you've barely started on your project that is due, what, tomorrow? Yeah. Damn this group project, you will have your name written last. And so we're going to remember it. Some serious sleep is going to be needed to be sacrificed tonight. Forget that soccer game on your calendar. Yeah, so that even like already violates another life goal that was supplemented. So it's kind of like cuts all different ways. This is the true motivator. The third one. You can invest in yourself. So this is kind of like a credit score, which, because like credit score is based on your own behavior. And the idea is that you set out goals and you can put a certain amount of money into yourself in order to see how you do over time. With the goals laid out, you may invest in yourself. Gains are proportional to how difficult they are to achieve. So if you have really difficult goals in mind that we think as the thinks that you will not be able to accomplish it, there's going to be more stock put into that. 50% of users will gain and 50% of users will lose, depending on how probable the goals you've set at are. And we will examine for any kind of attempt to gain the system. So for instance, if you set goals extremely low, like the bar like on the ground, like I will not drink for 4 hours at a time, like that kind of thing. Like obviously they're not going to accept that. And there is a limit of the amount of money that you are allowed to put in because again, gaining the system, 128 USD, that's about the limit for a new user as of like a year or so. And you also can't just like white knuckle, like be extremely productive and have your stock gain and then cash out and then like go party for a week. Like no, it doesn't work like that. You can only take out a certain amount of money at a time. There is a limited amount of funds as well. So this is also like a tracker down here that'll show you more or less like the reasons why certain points have been up or down, like depending on your progress over time. There's also Ghost You. This is a function that allows for you to kind of see if you have failed something, an alternate version of yourself that'll be generated. Yeah. So basically, if you had done other things differently, it'll generate a ghost version of me. This is me enjoying Seven Bridges Trail because I got my homework done in time in this universe. And so there to kind of just like
that's scary.
So there to just kind of like taunt you, motivate you even further. Yeah. And are there any questions so far before we get into it? Like,
yeah, how did you make that spooky ass picture of yourself?
I'll show you later.
It's just a super sepia filter.
Yeah, it pretty much is.
Yeah, I have a few questions. I think it's just one slide.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. -10 for trying to eat at McDonald's.
Oh yeah,
We
we're not there.
actually
We're not
eat there.
there. We're not there yet, are we? Sorry,
Okay.
sorry. I didn't make these slides in order. So
Oh,
just
okay,
shelf that for a second.
Shelve that. All right, I have one more follow-up question. I'm giving these guys access to all of my, like, they're able to recreate a perfect facsimile of what I look like. They have access to my social media to post whatever they want. They have access to my bank accounts. They have access to... I'm a little concerned about just what happens when this... I assume this is a kind of an AI-powered app. Like, there's no way to handle the different goals that everybody else would want.
Perhaps. You did sign off on the terms and conditions, however. So
Well, no, you signed off on the terms and conditions.
I said I'm going to sign off for us, and I didn't hear any objections. So
Yeah, no objections.
also think about it this way: you
Yeah,
can
no-
make
no
money
objections. This is a pretty
by
goated app.
literally doing your life correctly. So that's kind of the
Well,
trade-off.
statistically speaking, only half of us will make money. So
No,
I am
it's
aware
like the
that
amount that the
Dino
women
will be
lose.
using this app, and I would like to short his stock because I have a feeling he will be in the bottom. So how do I do that?
Yeah, can you buy stocks on other people? I think you can only do it on yourself, right?
Okay, let me wait for Brian to calm down and say. So we
I'm
are
so sorry.
so I didn't have time to we didn't have time to code up the social media function of this, which where you're able to like get friends in the app and kind of see each other's stuff. That will be coming out in the new update, however. So stay tuned for that. All right, so we'll continue here to go over the thing that you shelved. Was there any other questions that's related to the things that we went over so far?
Are we going to go over how this app is profitable later?
Yeah, we can.
Okay,
Yeah, okay.
that's fine.
But we'll go.
So this is just me. Do. Just another day. I pull up to McDonald's, and then what? Oh, what's this? Aiden, Thiel. Well, oh, you better answer, Max. Okay. What's this? Hey,
Thank you,
buddy.
Brittany.
I noticed your location where you're at. Just taking a piss, I assume. Not getting McDonald's, because correct me if I'm wrong. I recall you had a goal to cut back on fast food. You're lucky I don't tell Aisha about this. Oh, come on. Who are you kidding? I have the same access to the same info you do. So breaking your streak already, Max, and then I'm over there like, oh. Hey, thanks for choosing McDonald's. We'll be using your mobile app today. What can I get for you? Hey, how's it going? Put me on the phone with him. Listen, I'll tell you what he won't be having today. Anything and everything in any menu that your corporation has ever produced. Let's go, Max. Oh, we're going to have a serious talk about this. I don't anticipate a great stock return this week. So that was in reference to what the portfolio was.
Ooh, they're both there.
Yeah.
I was just
right.
ahead of my time.
Yeah. Okay, but you do have one saving grace if things screw up, and that is excuse court. In conjunction with failing to maintain your own standards, you may appeal when getting called out. Case will be made, and the virtual plaintiff, or Aisha, will bring their evidence in favor of docking your points or your stock, or you don't have to do a stock necessarily. That's optional. But you must self-represent in showing evidence that you should be excused, or at least having a lighter docking of your points. Virtually, definitely non-biased jury judge will hear your case and consider reducing the points docked or maintain innocence. So this is an example here, doing versus the surrounding tardiness. Here's the requested evidence of why I was unable to get to work to the gym on time. I have a flat tire, and then they like analyze it, and they're like, oh, the evidence provided by the defendant matches a reverse image search of flat tire over 99%. Wait, what? Oh my gosh, that's crazy. So yeah, that's excuse court, and that's pretty much my entire app. Hope you have fun with these guys. Are there any questions?
Yeah, how do you make money? Procrastinate, make money.
So I can. There's I said we can discuss it. I don't say we will discuss it. But one thing I will say is I will modify these numbers to be 49 and 49.
Okay.
But also this is a venture capital because we also have our Maxium project as well. So this is extremely tiny in all the companies that we own.
To me, as an outside observer, this seems like an absolute treasure trove of personal data that you could sell to the highest bidder.
What I said was we can discuss it. I didn't say we will discuss all of it.
All right, well,
We haven't had any legal trouble yet, so we'll see. I mean, this has been on the market for a couple days now, so
okay.
hope you enjoyed it.
I have a question.
What's that?
I own a business called the Gen Z Starter Pack, and basically what we sell are these little capsules that Gen Z can buy.
Oh, I think I've heard
And
of those. Yeah.
From what I'm seeing is that this app may dissuade Gen Z members from buying my capsules. And so how much could I pay your corporation's app to make sure that if a purchase is made that Aiden and Aisha actually encourage the purchase of more of them?
So yeah, that would be during the establishment session, since likely whatever the Gen Z goals are that are going on. And so the idea is that if they persuade, like, hey, I want to save for a house, for example, you can give me a certain amount of money for us to code in and be like, hey, well, listen, I've heard about these things that allow you to build your own house.
Okay.
So that would be one idea. We can discuss that at like another Shark Tank episode later, but I will ask for quite a bit of funds to influence us in that way, because I don't know. It looks like this is making the rounds of social media.
I've got another question. Let's say that I'm a user.
Yeah.
And I'm using this app, and I think Aisha is quite attractive, and I want Aiden out of the picture. Can I get rid of him?
No.
Yeah, why?
I think we have some potential there because there's a relationship center, and what if I want to relationship Aiden or Aisha?
So the goal is for them to be motivating you. And if you want to have a virtual relationship with Aisha, that's one thing that can be, I suppose, arranged based on the visionary goals of my company. I mean, would be good for the user from a relationship standpoint. So I'll have to go back with my team and get back with you. I understand the appeal for that. I haven't really thought about much influence that the user could have in motivating the chatbots. So I'll have to think about that.
Oh yes, because see, I run a company where we sell capsules to Gen Z, and one of the topics that we cover is the lack of romance in Gen Z. So perhaps I get add a slip for a one date with Aisha or Aiden.
Perhaps, but also perhaps you may want to think of making them a little bit more open-minded, polyamory, perhaps.
That's true. Gen Z loves pushing boundaries.
That's true. Are there any other
also
questions?
Noticed on a couple occasions, it swears at the user. Which I thought was just interesting because that's a little bit abnormal for AI to do that.
Yeah, we train on different systems than OpenAI.
Well, interesting.
Yeah.
So are they less relentlessly supportive then? These AI of what? Because clearly, based off of these slides, they don't seem all that encouraging even when you do the wrong thing. I feel like with ChatGPT, a lot of things that we see are, "Hey, I'm starting my journey to get addicted to crack. Can you help me out?"
This is the vision. This is a different vision. Some people like to go to ChatGPT to be glazed no matter what they do. This one takes it in another direction. We are a little bit more honest and straightforward and brutal, perhaps. And there are consequences to your actions, just like in the real world. That's what this seeks to emulate. And
how will you face the consequences of outsourcing the work of real American-made artists for this AI slop art?
What do you mean? This is video generative. It's not really AI slop. What do you mean? Are you saying how do I deal with those consequences?
It's AI generative art. How can you rationalize?
We're a huge company. We don't have to face the consequences. We're a huge company. Why would we face consequences?
Yeah, Brian, did you even read the terms and conditions?
Didn't really have a chance. It was a little blurry on my screen, to be honest. I don't know even if I could have zoomed in if I wanted to.
A little bit blurry.
Brian, I think my economics class has a book on why generative AI doesn't owe artists anything, so maybe you can go read that.
Oh, that's true. Thank you, Mr. Pipkins. I have read some of your work. I mean, I've had a summary by Aiden and Aisha about some of your work, and it seems quite impressive.
Oh, yeah.
So they took his work and bottled it up into a summary.
Well, they summarized it for me. I was like, "Hey, have you heard of this book?" They're like, "No, I haven't." And then I uploaded a little file, a Word doc file of the entire book, and they're like, "Here's a summary breakdown. I think that we don't owe the artist anything." Or at least that was a part of it, as I spoke with them a little bit. So
interesting, because I'm under the impression that set of reading material is quite expensive. Be ashamed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure the terms and conditions say you're not allowed to copy and paste it anywhere.
Oh, okay, interesting. We'll have to go over that soon. All right,
I need a copy of your clipboard, Max.
A copy of my clipboard? What? I see. All right, any other?
Very good. I would for sure get this app.
Thank you. I know you would, Dylan.
I'll only get this app if I can short Dylan.
You say me. Shut up, fuck you. But if somebody's like, "Hey, I did this thing," did you? Innocent question.
But a person didn't do it.
I guess I didn't. Let me go do that.
By the way, that was the Austin, that was the context for that DM where I said, "I'm asking for information. I found the brilliant idea for one perfectly targeted at Dylan."
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's so funny that when I saw that, I was like, "That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard."
No, that actually would work so well. And that is, I believe, actually the most effective thing on there.
Oh, really? Not the calling and FaceTime, be like, "So, what are you doing there?"
No, because that feels invasive and that feels like pressuring. But if it's like I just hop on my own and then just happen to catch them at the time where they're doing the thing I need to do, then it's like I don't know. I don't know how to articulate that. That would work though.
That's genius. Max, you're the ADHD whisperer.
Maybe I am. And I'm the one who's accused of not understanding it all the time.
No, I will redact.
Max, you've made one valid point.
I am claiming right now that I am trademarking this, so no copycats.
I have no intention of copying this, but it is interesting. I think the concept is
I
fun.
do think legitimately in 20 years it would be possible to make that.
Dude, I think a lot of the bulk of this is probably doable now, to be honest.
I think you could do it now, it just wouldn't be very effective. I have not seen any apps where the AI does stuff absent you, it's all reactive. You have to send a message for it to respond. Having it contact you.
Well, it contacts you. It knows what's on your calendar, so they're going to have videos queued up of them doing the thing.
No, like Dylan, I don't know if they're still doing this, but I know ChatGPT was working on like a daily summary, like pre-generating stuff for you to just doom scroll and read about.
Fascinating.
Because you know why they're doing it? It's because they said they'll never put ads in their results for requests that people make. So like anything that you ask ChatGPT, it's supposedly not gonna put in any targeted ads. But if it pre-generates the info for you, well then why not throw some ads in there?
Are we gonna grade this, or are we gonna see Austin's first and then grade them both?
You should grade mine right away.
Okay, this is gonna be 33, 33, and 34. I'm not doing whatever insane percentages that
AI slop. I'll give you AI slop.
I'm sure.
Yeah, you have to do 33.33333333. I think I gave the rounding decimal to the last one, so the app screenshots are slightly more weighted.
And I'll have to deduct a point for getting the name wrong of the one gal.
No, that's true.
Next, I have to say our projects had a scary amount of overlap.
Oh, shoot.
Uh-oh.
We were worried about that for the Shark Tank one.
Yeah, my jaw dropped when I saw your two AI people.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Make it one video.
Oh, geez, and Austin's is featuring me as well.
I know it is, because you asked for a picture.
Austin, I really hope you use the top right image. I think that one was the best one by far.
Very, very, very good.
No way.
Presentation. What did I not get?
Incredible.
Screenshots? Oh, because of the name. Yeah, that's
Oh,
true.
yeah.
That's true. All right, valid. And stay tuned for next time, Austin's Poo Plus Math.